and no food, it is chemical. I to stop it too much animal, and then you will see.
A very good morning to you, Ikitikiti. It's so lovely to be back on Health Issues Radio program, a program designed to bring health closer to you. And by that, we mean, health is not just about the actions that people take, and it's not entirely about the lives or the way people live their lives. It's about information that people base their decisions on, and these decisions would either result in good health, maximum health, good life, or poor health. So while some persons don't want to have poor health, they are still limited in information to make better decisions about healthy living. And that is why every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, we make it a call of duty to bring highly renowned resource individuals on this program to help bridge the gap between people's decisions, people's level of information, and the right things that they should do to lead healthy lives. And just like we do every week on this program, we let you know that health is not just about you being able to do everything you want to do. Health begins with information to make healthy choices. And no matter your level of health or your level of illness, there's still a level that you can be productive at. And that is why quality information will empower you to live a healthier life. Good morning and welcome on the Health Issues Radio program. My name is Oluwasegun Adeleke. You can call me the Health Media Advocate. And this morning, we're looking at something very, very, very interesting. This week that is concluding today is in the middle of this week. We started the World Immunization Week, which is the last week in the month of April every year. A week designed to create awareness, to help people understand the value of immunization, the value of vaccination. And through these programs, we're able to also appraise and check how effective has the vaccination and immunization program been across the country, so across the world. And we also look at things that are peculiar to us right here in Nigeria and in Ekiti State. So on the program this morning, we're going to be talking about immunization, vaccination. We're going to be pinpointing some recent developments in Ekiti State. For example, in January and February, Ekiti State participated in the MR vaccination campaign, which is which is seen or regarded as one of the recent breakthroughs in the Nigeria immunization program. The MR vaccine, that's the measles rubella vaccination, is new to Nigeria, but it's not new in some other places. And the years leading up to this year, we had the introduction of the human papilloma virus vaccination, which will help to prevent cervical cancer in girls and women. And that vaccination was available for children, girls between the ages of 8 to 14 years, under 14 years at that time. I don't know the program now. I guess they're going to help us, get to that level. But more importantly, we're going to be looking at kí ni pàtàkì iṣẹ́ tí abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tó ń ṣe. Kí ni ìdí tó yẹ pé àwọn èèyàn fi gbọ́dọ̀ gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún àwọn ọmọ wọn? Kí ni òótọ́ gan tó wà ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára? Báwo ló ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ láàárín àwọn ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ tá a ní? A tún ní àǹfààní láti rọ̀ nípa malaria, ibà. Òjò ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rọ̀ nsìn, ẹ̀fọn ń fò káàkiri, ọ̀nà wo la lè gbà láti dènà àrùn malaria? Kí ni a lè ṣe tí a bá rí malaria? Ìgbà wo ni malaria ń ṣe malaria tó jẹ́ pé ojú lásán mọ́? Kí ni àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tá lè pé ní àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tá a kọ́ lórí ètò láàárọ̀ yìí? So mo fẹ́ kí ẹ yí rédíò yín sókè níbi tẹ́ bá wà kí gbogbo àjọ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ papọ̀. Nínú yàrá láàárọ̀ yìí, nínú yàrá àgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ yìí, inú mi dùn, ayọ̀ mi sì kún torí mo ní àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ méjì tó yẹ pé wọ́n dáńtọ́, ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká ni wọ́n, àwọn tó yẹ kí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gboyè níbi ẹ̀kọ́ nípa àti iṣẹ́ nípa kan máa tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n jẹ́ dókítà tó gba òtẹ̀ ìjọba tó jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ wọn yà wọ́n lára. Pàápàá jùlọ wọ́n jẹ́ dókítà tó ń ṣe ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọdé tí à ń pè ní pediatricians. Nínú kolo yìí, mo lọ́kùnrin, mo lóbìnrin, mo ní dádì, mo ní mọ́mì. Inú mi sì máa ń dùn tí n bá ti gbóhùn wọn lórí ètò yìí. Ó tó jọ́ mẹ́ta tó yẹ pé a gbóhùn wọn lórí ètò yìí gbẹ̀yìn, ṣùgbọ́n aláǹfààní láti tún gbà wọn lálejò láàárọ̀ yìí. In the studio this morning, I have Dr. Adefunke Babatola. Láìpẹ́ yìí wọ́n gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ ní Ekiti State University Teaching Hospital nígbà tí EXU tí wọ́n ń ṣe convocation tí wọ́n jẹ́ researcher nípa ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọdé tó yẹ kí wọ́n pègédé wọ́n tún gba àmì ẹ̀yẹ. Mo ní wọn nínú kolo yìí láàárọ̀ yìí. Mo tún ní Dr. Akinwumi Komolafe nínú kolo yìí náà. Ṣé rí pé ilé kún torí àkókò tá a ní a ní bíi 40 ìṣẹ́jú lórí ètò láàárọ̀ yìí ká ba lè mú àwọn ètò míì wá ṣùgbọ́n a sọ kókó náà níbi tí àǹfààní tó bá gbà wá dé. Let me welcome my guest this morning. Don't forget that we are live on Facebook at Midas Radio 905. Please go join us. Do well to share the video, drop your comments, and when it's time, we're going to open the phone lines for you to call in to ask questions that is around child health, immunization, and malaria. Diseases like measles and polio still affect children in Nigeria. Recently, Nigeria was declared as free from wild polio virus. A very good morning to you, Dr. Babatola. Thank you so much for joining the program.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to our listeners. I'm very happy to be here.
Dr. Akinwumi,
good morning, everyone. I'm glad to be here again.
Thank you so much. Láì dóònà pẹ̀nu, láì fi àkókò ṣòfò. Ẹja ti bi lẹ́bẹ̀ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti máa fi bẹ̀ mú ọ̀lẹ̀ jẹ. Kí ni pàtàkì abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára? Kí gan ni à ń pè ní immunization? Ọ̀nà wo ni immunization gbà wáyé? Kí ni ìdí tí immunization tí ó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀? Dr. Akinwumi.
Good morning, our listeners, once again. Immunization, people say, is one of the wonders of medical sciences. It's been said that immunization alone prevents about 3 million deaths of children worldwide every year. And again, only measles vaccine prevents about 1 million deaths. So to us, it is the wonder of medical sciences. And the way I would like to describe immunization is that the natural means of developing immunity is that the individual will develop the illness. There was a time I was working at Lagos and I didn't know that I'd not had chicken pox before that time. So I treated a child who had chicken pox and I developed fever. I was hot. I thought it was malaria. But after using the malaria drug, the rashes now came out. Then I knew that, it was chicken pox. So my colleagues at the place were now told me that, didn't you remember that we had some children that came with chicken pox into the hospital? I said, oh. So the natural means of developing immunity is that the person will be infected, you go through the trouble, and now develop immunity. Some diseases, just one infection is enough to give you immunity, like chickenpox. But some other infections like malaria, you have to have it over and over again. So the way I look at it is that the means of developing immunity is a means of suffering. You have to suffer to have it. In fact, some illnesses will give you disability like polio before you get the immunity. Why some can even kill? Malaria can kill the child because of having it in order to have immunity. So immunization is a simple scientific way of you developing immunity without having the illness. You just go and get a shot of the injection and you are protected. So is a miracle of science, of medical sciences, in that you develop immunity without having the illness. People suffer to have immunity. People go through a lot to have immunity. But immunization just comes simply, just a shot of the vaccine, and you develop immunity without suffering.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń sọ wípé experience is the best teacher. Ṣùgbọ́n immunization ó jẹ́ kéèyàn lé experience. Kéèyàn jẹ́ teacher láì ní experience. Ó lágbára. Ìyẹn ni pé kéèyàn tó lè ní àjẹsára. Ìyẹn ti gbọ́dọ̀ gba nǹkan sára tó yẹ pé ojú ẹ̀ ó ti rí tó yóò ti kọ́kọ́ jata kó tó ní mọ́ jata. But immunization in its own plan, in its discovery as an invention of medicine, helps people to have resistance against diseases, to be protected against diseases without coming down with such disease. Bí a Dr. Funke wọ́n bá wa gbé kalẹ̀ lédè Yorùbá kó ba lè yé àwọn èèyàn wa dáadáa.
Immunization àjẹsára, so gbígba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára láti lè dènà àwọn àìsàn tó ń pani, àìsàn tó ń sọ ní di aláàbọ̀ ara, àwọn àìsàn tó ń jẹ́ kéèyàn ní ìpọ́njú. But immunization eléyìí báyìí téèyàn bá ti gba abẹ́rẹ́, ara èèyàn àwọn èròjà wà tí ara máa produce to make the person resistant or immune to that particular disease. So as Dr. Komolafe has rightly said, it is the most cost-effective intervention known in human history. So it's very important, and we thank God for the discovery, and we have been benefiting from it, and this is another opportunity to raise awareness about its benefits for every one of us to accept the opportunity. Thank you.
Let me stay with you. Why is it important that parents should take vaccination seriously?
It is very important for our parents to take vaccination seriously because it has many benefits, which include that it helps to protect lives. Childhood killer diseases like measles, now malaria, diphtheria, pertussis, and recently the HPV that protects against cervical cancer in the female, and some other cancers, head and neck cancer, penile cancer, even in the males. So it helps to protect lives, one. It helps to save costs, because when one falls ill with a particular disease, it goes beyond the payment for hospital bills. There's loss of work days, there's school absenteeism. It also helps to prevent disability, diseases like polio. When one gets infected, one becomes disformed. And it also helps to increase the productivity of the country, the society in general. So it has a number of benefits which are too numerous to even enumerate. Thank you.
All right, let me come to Dr. Komolafe, Dr. Akinwumi Komolafe this morning. She mentioned one or two diseases that, immunization helps to prevent. Please, I want you to get into it a little more. Àwọn vaccine wo, àwọn abẹ́rẹ́, àwọn àjẹsára wo ló wà fáwọn èèyàn láti gbà? Ṣùgbọ́n kẹ́ tó lọ bẹ̀ yẹn, ṣọmọdé nìkan ló ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára?
Rárá, kò ń ṣe ọmọdé nìkan ló ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára. Although àwọn ọmọdé ló ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára jù, jẹ́ kí n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, torí pé àwọn ọmọdé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ ń dàgbà ni, àwọn ló nílò immunity yẹn gan. So most of the immunization tá máa ń fún àwọn èèyàn, àwọn ọmọdé la máa ń fún, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn aláboyún wọ́n máa ń gba tetanus vaccine láti dènà tetanus ní ọmọ tó fẹ́ bí. So kò ń ṣe ọmọdé nìkan ló máa ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára. And again, abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ó wọ́pọ̀ oríṣiríṣi ni. Abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tá ń gbà ní Nàìjíríà nísìnyí, àwọn àìsàn tó wọ́pọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà là ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ gbóríyìn fún ìjọba. Nígbà táwa kéré, for instance, a máa ń gba nǹkan tá ń pè ní DPT, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus. But nísìnyí ìjọba tún ti fukun, ó ti kúrò mẹ́ta ó ti di 5, à ń pè ní penta. Wọ́n wá ti fi Haemophilus influenza àti hepatitis B sí. So ìjọba wa ti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lọ́pọ̀. So tá bá wo abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára táwọn ọmọ ń gbà ń sìn, tá compare mọ́ ilé táwa gbàǹgbà táwa kékeré, ìyàtọ̀ ti wà gan. Láti sọ ní ṣókí, àwọn àìsàn mẹ́ta tó máa ń pa ọmọ tó kéré ju ọdún 5 jù, ìjọba ti fún wa ní vaccine fún gbogbo wọn pátá bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Pneumococcal tó máa ń fa òtútù àyà, abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ti wà fún. Ìgbẹ́ gbuuru tá ń pè ní diarrhea, organism tó máa ń fa rotavirus abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ti wà fún. Láìpẹ́ wọ́n tún ti fún wa ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún malaria tó ṣe mẹ́ta gbòógì àìsàn mẹ́ta tó máa lé àwọn ọmọdé légbodò. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ni a ti pèsè abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún. So abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára wọ́n pọ̀ gan àti ikú àrùgbẹ́ wà tá ń pè ní BCG, hepatitis jẹ̀dọ̀jẹ̀dọ̀ wà. Gbogbo abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára pọ̀ táwọn tí ìjọba ti pèsè. Ó máa ń ká mi lára tí n bá rí nǹkan tí ìjọba ti ná lórí káwọn èèyàn lè gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára. Ó máa ń yà mí lẹ́nu pé àwọn kan wọ́n tún ní lọ sí ibi tó ti ní kó lọ gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí. Táwọn èèyàn bá ń lọ sí primary health care níbi tó ti ní kó máa gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára, kò ní sí nǹkan tá à ń pè ní mom-up immunization. Kò ní sí pé wọ́n tún kó wá sí ilé ojúlé káàkiri. Gbogbo àtọ́ bá fi sí primary health care táwọn èèyàn ò lọ bẹ̀, ìjọba tún wò ókè ẹja ká tún lọ gbé bá wọn lé. Á di pé à ń gbé lọ bá wọn ní church àti school. Mo rí ọmọ kan láìpẹ́ ní ibi tí mo ti ṣiṣẹ́, ọmọ yẹn ti pé bí ọmọ ọdún mẹ́ta, kò tí ì gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára kankan. So àṣẹ̀tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbà tó ṣàìsàn tó wá sí hospital ni. So mo fẹ́ ran àwọn èèyàn wa pé nǹkan tí ìjọba ti pèsè yìí àǹfààní ẹ̀ pọ̀ gan-an. Primary health care ò jìnnà síbi tá à ń gbé, ibùsọ̀ mélòó kan ni a lè rìn débẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ á lo àǹfààní yìí so that àwa náà àlàáfíà àdẹ̀tún ní ṣe jàǹbá fún àwọn èèyàn tó kù. Torí téèyàn bá gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára, ìwà yẹn ò dáa. Kò ń ṣe ìlera ìwọ nìkan là ń sọ. Ọmọ wa lọ sí school, tó bá gbé àìsàn lọ sí school, á tún infect àwọn ọmọ ẹlòmíín bẹ́ẹ̀. Èèyàn kan péré ló gbé Ebola wá sí Nàìjíríà, but amòye àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀mí tó lọ sí, Ọlọ́run ló ní kó má lọ sí hospital tó tóbi. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ranra wa lọ́wọ́, ká ran ìjọba lọ́wọ́ pé vaccine tó ti gbà yìí gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbọ́ pé ó tún expire mọ́ wọn lórí nígbà táwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ wà tó yẹ kó lọ gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí.
Ẹ ṣeun gan. Eléyìí ó wá mú mi lọ sí next question tó wà lọ́kàn mi. Mo ní àǹfààní láti participate láti kópa ní measles rubella vaccination tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní oṣù January àti February. Kì í ṣe pé mo fọmọ lábẹ́rẹ́ o. Mo ní àǹfààní láti kópa gẹ́gẹ́ bí oníròyìn, akọ̀ròyìn àti ẹni tó ń ṣe ìwádìí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera. Ó ní àwọn ibi tí a lọ tí a béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn pé kí ni ìdí kan tó yẹ pé ẹ fi gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fáwọn ọmọ yín, ẹ fún wọn láǹfààní láti gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára. A lọ sí ilé ìjọsìn, àwọn church, àwọn mosque lóríṣiríṣi. A lọ sáàárín ìlú, a lọ sí àwọn ìletò. Pé kí ló jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ fún àwọn ọmọ yín ní kẹ́ ẹ gbà kí àwọn elétò ìlera fún àwọn ọmọ yín ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára. Àti wípé àwọn ibi tí ẹ pé wọn ti jẹ́ kí àwọn elétò ìlera fún àwọn ọmọ wọn lábẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára àbí wọn. Kí ni ìdí gan-an? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Torí eléyìí ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé agbógundé àbí agbéwàládé. Wọ́n ti ṣe àwọn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kan fún àwa. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ fún ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí, àwọn èèyàn wa náà ni wọ́n. Tó bá láwọn ọgbà fáwọn ọmọ wọn, àwọn náà wọ́n wò pé ọ̀nà kan láti dènà wàhálà fáwọn ara wọn náà ni. Fún àpẹẹrẹ, ó níbi tí a lọ ní ìlú Ìkọ̀lé lágbègbè kan tí àwọn alábẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára, àwọn elétò ìlera tó ń fẹ́ fún àwọn ọmọ méjì ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ní ilé ìwé yẹn. Wọ́n pé bí 100 ní ilé ìwé yẹn. Kàṣà ní pé bí 100. Ní gbogbo àwọn tó fún ní abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ní ilé ìwé yìí, ọmọ méjì wọ́n sá kúrò ní ilé ìwé, wọ́n sá lọlé. Àwa ní àǹfààní tó yẹ pé ilé àwọn ọmọ yìí ò jìnnà sí ibi tí school wọn wà. Àwọn elétò ìlera wá pè wá pé ẹ já lọ ṣe ìwádìí. Kí ni ìdí tí wọ́n fi fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ yìí gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára? Àwa rí wípé bàbá ilé yẹn gan, ó ń wò lọ́kàn rẹ̀ pé ọ̀nà láti dènà wàhálà fáwọn ọmọ wọn ni is a way of protecting his children by asking them not to take the vaccination. Why? Because over 25 years ago, the mom claimed that her elder brother got vaccinated and became paralyzed. The husband said he witnessed sometime that children were given eggs in school and they died. And as such, he believes that every program has its own agenda. There are a lot of rumors here and there. So I want to ask, are vaccines truly safe? Are they safe? How do you tell people out there that, how do you prove these points that vaccines are safe? If they are?
Thank you so much for that question. I want to say categorically that vaccines are safe. Vaccines are very, very safe. If vaccines are not safe, I wouldn't have taken it. I wouldn't have allowed my children to take it. I remembered something that happened during COVID-19 vaccination. And a friend of mine called all the way from Lagos and asked me, said, "Doctor, is this vaccine safe?" So I went into sciences to defend it. I was talking. All I said, the woman was not satisfied. Not until I told her that I've taken the COVID-19 vaccine. He said, "You haven't taken it?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, now I can take it." If vaccines are not safe, you will not see doctors, nursing, allowing their children, their ward to be vaccinated. If I know that vaccines are not safe, why would I allow my children to be vaccinated? I want to even tell you that when you compare vaccines that we take in Nigeria compared to those that are taken in developed world, we are just starting. I've witnessed children that were delivered abroad that came to Nigeria. They came with booklets, not one pamphlet that we normally give in Nigeria. Because in those places, they have vaccine for virtually all the organisms around the place. But in Nigeria, depending on our economy, if you say a disease is killing 1,000, while another disease is killing 1, government will preferably start with that one that is killing 1,000 before considering the one that is killing 1. So I'm sure that as our economy improves, we are still going to have more vaccines. So vaccines are very, very safe. Let me tell you another story. When I was in Lagos, I happened to work in a private hospital, and some vaccines that are not given routinely that somebody can pay for, because of the privilege I have in that hospital, I decided to vaccinate my children. So in the environment, children were having chickenpox around. In fact, my neighbors' children were having chickenpox. So the parents were dazed that how could I allow my children to still come and play in their house? Because chickenpox is very contagious. I allowed them to go. And she was worried that, are you not, what could you do? You know that your child could be infected and you allow it. She didn't know that those children are being immunized. Just like if I see someone who has chickenpox now, because I've had it and I've developed immunity, I could shake the person because I've been protected. So immunization gives you freedom, gives you liberty to enjoy God and to enjoy your life. So vaccination is very, very safe. But I will not end without giving a caveat. Most of the interventions we have in medical sciences, they also have their side effects. They have side effects. But this side effect is very negligible. And aside from the fact that it's negligible, the government is so wise that they have made preparation. When we are doing MR vaccine, they have trained doctors in the States to be at the standby in case there is any reaction to the vaccination, so that they could take care of those people that are affected. Maybe 1 in 1,000, some people could have pain around the side, there could be redness there. Many a times, there are not things that are serious as compared to those diseases. So it may not even be the organism itself, it could be the diluent that they use in preparing the vaccine. We all have our peculiarity. Some people can take paracetamol and they be fine. Another person can take paracetamol and say, I'm not well again. So every intervention have their side effects. But when you compare the number of people that could develop side effects from it, they are so negligible compared to the benefits. The benefit far outweigh these side effects. And again, the government is so wise because they have prepared health practitioners. I was trained to take care of people that could develop problems during MR vaccine. I represented my hospital. So the same thing, they have also made preparation in case majority there would not be any problem. But the few ones, the government has actually trained people to take care of people that develop some form of complication from it.
Ní àfikún, a ti sọ pé abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ó safe, kò sí ìbẹ̀rù. Kí abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tó jáde, wọ́n ti ṣe àyẹ̀wò tó pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan tí wọ́n kàn gbé jáde lọ́jọ́ kan. A number of years ni wọ́n ti fi ṣe àyẹ̀wò lé lórí láti rí wípé abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yìí kò léwu rárá. So kò léwu rárá. There are many misconceptions. Ó ń jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn má lè bímọ, láti reduce population wa ní gbogbo eléyìí àwáwí asán ni, irọ́ panta ló wà ńbẹ̀. But bí Dr. Komolafe ṣe sọ, ara ọmọ lè gbóná fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́, ibẹ̀ yẹn lè wú díẹ̀. Àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké yìí ló lè kàn jọrìn pẹ̀lú abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára téèyàn bá gbà. Kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó le rárá. Abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára àwọn àìsàn tó ń dènà wọ́n burú jáì ju àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké tó lè jẹ́ bí side effect lọ. So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, mo rọ̀ wá, mo dẹ̀ tún sọ pé abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára kò léwu rárá.
Ẹ ṣeun gan ni. Mo fẹ́ kí àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ ìmọ̀ wípé orí ètò ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera náà wà yìí o, lórí ìkànnì Midas Radio, Health Issues Radio Program, and we're looking at immunization. Kí ni pàtàkì kéèyàn gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún ara ẹ̀ àti fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, káwọn ọmọ gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára? There is a challenge when it comes to that I've had in recent time. Some religious spaces, some cultural spaces just have a resistance to immunization programs. How do you, as professionals, how do you counsel parents when they come to the hospital that immunization, this is the stand of faith, this is the stand of this is the stand of that? Ọ̀nà wo lẹ ń gbà láti engage àwọn parents, àwọn other stakeholders láti rí i pé àwọn náà faramọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ immunization programs gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ nípa ìtọ́jú àwọn ọmọdé?
Thank you so much.
Àbí kí ni ìrírí yín lápá abẹ yẹn?
Thank you so much. We, as pediatricians, for instance, and doctors at large, we engage people that come into the hospital. I just gave you an instance where a child was admitted in my hospital and has not taken any immunization. So when we engage patients in the hospital, there is a point where we ask about vaccines. Where have you taken this vaccine? And if for any reason they have not taken it, we will make sure that they start to take it if they are still eligible to take it. And we also dig further and ask them, why have you not taken it? Some people hold some beliefs, and some of our organizations too, they are not happy matter. I know of places where they will say, good of fair beg baby, before any even CS is a miracle on its own. It has saved so many mothers. But because of what our people hear, I've listened to someone who told me that, there is a maternity in our church. She grew up in the church. She's educated, and she told me that all her delivery must take place in that church. That's the extent to which people can go. We cannot argue with people. We cannot fight people on their belief. But we have realized that this immunization is very safe. And for people who are ready to listen to us, we go all the way to convince them of all the benefits. By the time we lay bare all the benefits, reasonable people, good number of people will key into it. And that's why we are also employing our leaders, political leaders, religious leaders, opinion leaders in the community to support us, so that people around us, people that we are influenced upon, can be vaccinated. I could remember during COVID-19, I will always refer to it. The president came on here and he got the vaccine. The vice president came on here. It takes a lot. People, anybody that sees that, we know that indeed these people knows what they are doing, and they can easily key into it. But we cannot but see some instances where some people will come up with one belief or the other. All we can do is to pray, and that's why we are here today. I'm very happy because Pediatric Association of Nigeria actually trained me and my boss about immunization. We travel all the way to Ibadan to train on how to support immunization. I didn't even know she's coming today, and now we are here. I had a very tight schedule, but when I realized I have been trained for this purpose, I said I must come to my dad's this morning. So that's why we can only employ people that, please, let's key into it. Because at times, if you look at it critically, if you don't immunize your children, in a way you are wicked. Because that child becomes a danger to the other people in the society. So it's not about you alone. It's about other people. So if your children are not vaccinated, they become an endangered city. You will wonder why some developed world that they don't have malaria in their place. You wonder why they are supporting us to eradicate malaria. They know that they are not safe. It's just a flight across. Somebody from here travels there with the disease and it can spread. So it's not about you alone. It's about other people in the society. Our children must not endanger the life of other people in the society because of some unfounded.
Let me quickly come to Dr. Babatunde Babatola, Dr. Adefunke Babatola this morning. Recently, Nigeria introduced a series of vaccination or new vaccines. We have the MR vaccine, we have the HPV vaccination, and we also have the malaria vaccines. How important are these interventions at this time?
Thank you very much. These new vaccines are very, very important. Starting with the MR, measles, rubella. We know that measles vaccine has been here. It's just now that it's combined with rubella. Rubella is the new one. And pregnant women with rubella, they would often deliver children with deformity. Ẹ máa rí àwọn ọmọ kan ojú wọn kéré, wọn létí, ìmí ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ ti ká nígbà tí wọ́n ṣe bí nìyẹn. Rubella in pregnancy is one of the causes of this. So ó ṣe pàtàkì ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣe ń fún gbogbo ọmọ wọ̀ tó ṣe pàtàkì particularly fáwọn ọmọbìnrin wa. Torí tí wọ́n bá wá lóyún ọkàn wọn balẹ̀ pé àìsàn rubella yìí báyìí o kò lè mú mi lè bí ọmọ tí kò lápá àbí tí kò lẹ́sẹ̀ àbẹ́sẹ̀ kéré. That is for, and measles mi lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tán, gbogbo àwọn òbí gbogbo ló mọ̀ pé measles ó ń fọ́ ojú, ó ń pa ọmọ. So it is very, very important to help save the life of our children. Measles will help prevent the deadly measles disease. Then the human papilloma virus vaccine, ohun tó ń dènà jẹjẹrẹ ojú ilé ọmọ. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé tá a bá ti ń gbọ́ jẹjẹrẹ, àwọn èèyàn mí kanlẹ̀ ni, torí pé the cost of treating it, the outcome is often guarded. Cost of treating it is enormous. So human papilloma virus vaccine yìí ó ń dènà rẹ̀. Kì í ṣe jẹjẹrẹ ojú ilé ọmọ nìkan, àwọn ọkùnrin náà jẹjẹrẹ orí okó, jẹjẹrẹ orí, jẹjẹrẹ ọrùn, jẹjẹrẹ ibi tá a ti ń yàgbẹ́, anal cancer, ó ń help láti prevent it. Then coming to malaria, we all know that malaria is one of the leading reasons for admission in the hospital and is an important cause of death for children younger than 5 years of age. So malaria vaccine tí wọ́n introduce yìí á ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti prevent malaria, láti prevent severe malaria, which is known to be the third cause of death among children younger than 5 years of age. So ó ṣe pàtàkì àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ introduce yìí láti gbà. Thank you.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré ṣe ojú òpó yẹn lẹ̀ fún àwọn tó bá yẹ kí wọ́n ní ìbéèrè torí àkókò wa a ní bí ìṣẹ́jú 4 àti àyà ìṣẹ́jú báyìí láti kúrò lórí ètò. For your questions, your contributions on the program this morning, please do call on 0704 100 1905 or 0915 090 5905. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Honorable Olonijaye Sunday is calling from me.
All right, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to ask what happens when a baby has been immunized for this measles after 9 months. And yet, when the baby was around 10 months, she developed this measles problem. That is one. Two, sir. The instructors there are telling us that this immunization is safe. The word safe is a relative term. What is the absolute accuracy of this safety? Maybe it's 90% safe, 95% safe, and etc. Because there was a case sometimes in Lagos where we had on social media that twin sisters, either twin sisters or twin brothers, had immunization and both of them died. So we had atoms. So that means this is not 100% safe. The word safe is relative. So please, I need explanation on that.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Olonijaye Sunday from Eyekiti, for your questions. Let's see if we can get one more call, and then we call it a wrap, and we come to attend to the questions. 0704 100 1905 or 0915 090 5905. Don't forget that you can call me after the program for collaborations. You want to be a part of us on 0810 378 5860. Let me come to you, doctors. How do we attend to these questions?
Okay. Thank you, Honorable, for calling in. I mean, you are part of the people we are here for, because I know you are, as an honorable, you have influence over some people. Now, concerning the child who had the measles vaccine at 9 months and developed a rash at the 10th month.
Let's take this call very quickly. We have to attend to them.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead with your question.
I'm Emmanuel from Anto.
Okay, please go ahead.
The question is about, my question on this vaccination is that most times doctors are in the house telling us that if you go to the hospital, you'll be vaccinated. So most times, you go there, they will be referring us to different hospitals. They don't have, or the one they have is not available again. So how do you, like the government, how do you make sure that the vaccine will be available so that anytime citizens...
All right, we got that. Because of our time, please, we need to move fast. Yeah.
Okay. Concerning the child who had measles vaccine at the 9 months and now developed a rash at the 10th month, the truth is that we are not sure if that rash was measles. There are many causes of rashes, but our people, it is measles they know. Any rash, it's measles. So we cannot say for certainty that what the child had at the 10th month was actually measles. Because I know that, in fact, people that have rubella, the rash is just like that of measles. And there are several other diseases that could mimic measles. So what I want to tell us is that those that have the vaccine, they are protected. But even if they will have that disease, it will run a milder course. So that's preferable than not having the vaccine at all. So it's either the rash at the 10th month is not even measles, because there are a lot of times that I've told mothers they came to the hospital. They said this when I examine.
All right. We just have to run, Dr. Babatola. We have to run.
Yes. Sir.
What I'm looking at is we can continue this conversation, next Saturday, hopefully, because there are a lot of other items for us to run with. I want to thank you very much for joining the program this morning, and we believe that our people out there have listened and learned. My guests this morning again are Dr. Adefunke Babatola and Dr. Akinwumi Komolafe Kolawole. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Oluwa Shegun Adeleke. Coming up next on Midas Radio is the program with Prophet Akogun.
Fákùkọ ẹyẹ bí ọ̀kẹ́ òsì olókìtì ọ̀bọ òpin méjì nígbó kò sírò kán láwùjọ òkúta kò sẹ́lẹ̀gbẹ́ iyọ̀ láàrin erùpẹ̀ Midas Radio àwa lára àwa nìdùnnú àdúgbò.
àtúntí dé lọ́dún yìí ò bá ṣe ń dé lọ́dọọdún.
àwa ewé ìwò yìí.
kọjọ́ tó rí ayé kọjọ́ tó mọ̀. ẹskísà ìjìnlẹ̀ láyé tó rí tó o bá rí ẹni tó ń gbìyànjú ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bọ́ sí i má fi wọ́n ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ o. ó lè jẹ́ pé ayé ló ń fi àjùlọ hàn nítorí ayé á máa fàjùlọ hàn ni. bákan náà ó tún lè jẹ́ pé ẹnìkan ló ń fayé hàn ayé á máa fayé hàn ni. àní bíbélì pé èdè kan níwèé Mátíù ó ní wọ́n sì mú Jésù lọ sí orí òkè téńté Sátánì sì fi ayé hàn. ẹskísà gbólóhùn èdè yẹn pé wọ́n sì fi ayé hàn ó kọjú tó rò. ànígbà tí wọ́n fayé hàn Jóòbù láàrin ojúmọ́ kan ó pàdánù ọmọ ó pàdánù owó ó pàdánù iṣẹ́ ó pàdánù ọ̀rẹ́